angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth was stone, our ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the rough start there. I'm just experiencing the YouTube problems that many others are experiencing trying to perform live streams. So that's what I ran into. Couldn't tell you how many times I changed the stream key and restarted my software and everything I could think of doing. The good news is once I get locked into that connection, I usually can stay locked into that connection pretty well. That is why I say there is a major advantage to using encoding software versus using their web-based type of system. So, and you see why, and you see the results. That's why I'm very firm about using encoding software. But anyway, that's not what the show's about. Well, this is my opinion. At least I have to say that part legally. But it is in my opinion that the media is complicit in murder. You heard that right. And I mean every word of it. In my opinion, they are complicit in murder. I will get into that in a little bit. Let me go through the normal stuff, get it out of the way, so that way I can stay focused on topic. Real quick, I'll try to make it quick here. Amazon affiliate, we are up to $90.15. So thank you very much for all of those that participate. That is our new record. So our previous record was $88 and some odd cents. This is a new record, so thank you very much. For those that don't know, we're an Amazon affiliate. Down in the description of the videos and on the homepage of the Watchman News right there at the top right, there's an Amazon affiliate link. If you use that link to go to Amazon when you do your shopping, it doesn't cost you anything more, and it throws us just a little bit for you using that link. We also have an Amazon store there. That link is also in the description of videos as well as on the homepage of thewatchmannews.com right there. That essentially takes you to our little store area on Amazon where we've got a bunch of different categories with a bunch of different items in them. Same deal. Doesn't cost you anything more, but throws a little bit our way if you purchase an item out of our Amazon store. We do have a new way that you can help support us. We have a Teespring store. We don't have a lot up there yet. I'm going to be adding very, very soon. Right now, I've got a few irons in the fire, I guess you could say. But I will be adding more products very soon. You can either click here and it will take you to a page just with the items alone, or you can come down here. These are just the designs. There's like a ton of different products you can get, not just the t-shirts, but you can get leggings, you can get all kinds of stuff. So anyway, that is our Teespring store. So far, we have sold 5 items out of our Teespring store. So thank you very much for those that are participating in the Teespring store. There's one other way you can help us out. We do have a PayPal donation link. That is also in the description of the videos. Or you can go to thewatchmannews.com/donate. Or you can go to thewatchmannews.com. On the homepage right here in the main menu is a donate button. That will take you to our PayPal donation page. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can just use a debit or a credit card as a guest. But I always let people know it will say Transforming Disabilities up top right there. That is us. But it will also say Purpose the Watchman News donation right there. So that way you know you're in the right place. So never required, always, always, always appreciated, and especially here real recently, you all have no idea how grateful I am to you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been lifesavers. You really have. And I'm telling you right now, not just for myself, but for others too. So just know that. Know that. So anyway, let's get on topic here. What do I mean that the media, my opinion, the media is complicit in murder? Well, today, even said media is starting to come forward with the truth that it is these THC cartridges that are causing these illnesses and deaths. Now, right now, you have an attitude, and I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two eyes on social media. You have an attitude right now where people think that the dangerous thing is a nicotine electronic cigarette. And so you've actually got people out there vaping these THC carts thinking that they're safe as long as they don't smoke or vape, an electronic cigarette. I kid you not. That is a common attitude right now. Now, had the media not been inspired by your government and big tobaccos and big pharma's agendas in spreading disinformation about electronic cigarettes, maybe they could have prevented some of these deaths. Maybe they could prevent, because there is still an alarming rate of people getting sick because they're still vaping on these THC cartridges. Apparently, there was a whole lot of these cartridges put out there on the street. And so there are sicknesses still coming in by the numbers on this. And had the media been honest and straightforward from the beginning, maybe we could have slowed it down some. But because they sell out to the highest bidder just like your politicians do, this is a continuing epidemic. And it's really sad. It is truly, really sad. I'm telling you, this industry has been wonderful. Truly wonderful. I've been involved since about 2009, late 2009 going into 2010. I've been involved in it for that long. And I didn't actually quit smoking, just being completely candid here. I didn't actually quit smoking until actually the night before Thanksgiving in 2013. I can tell you the day I quit smoking. I can tell you the reason I quit smoking, and it wasn't my health, believe it or not. Even though I couldn't walk across the room without being out of breath, it wasn't my health. It was the fact that I was digging up change to get a bag of tobacco because I rolled my own cigarettes. And I realized that in a month was going to be Christmas. And here I'm digging up change to buy myself a bag of tobacco, but yet I couldn't even afford a 99-cent Matchbox car for my kids for Christmas. Now, I had been involved in the vaping industry for quite some time, had a vaping business. I sold e-juice. I made and sold e-juice, and it was quite profitable. I had to close that business because of things that was going on in my personal life, and I had to close that business. However, I still had a bunch of items, of products, not only juice, but also hardware in my possession. So I literally just went to the back bedroom where I had these items and threw myself together an e-cig and mixed me up some juice and walked away from smoking. Walked away from smoking. That was 2013. It works. One of the important things about vaping is the flavors. Very important. It gives you an incentive to get away from the cigarettes, right? I got a juice in today, one that I had ordered called Sherb. And the brand name of the juice is Jimmy the Juice Man. And it's I've been wanting to try it for about 6 years. But see, I mix my own juice. I'm very, very adamant about mixing my own juice because it's cheaper that way. And so it used to be a lot more expensive than it is now. And I thought, you know what? The price has come down on it. I'm probably not going to get another chance I'm going to get a bottle or two of it. And I'm telling you what, this stuff is, oh my God. Sherbet ice cream. Can you imagine, and I'm going to use the wrong term here for a second, so forgive me, but can you imagine smoking sherbet ice cream? Oh my God. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like flavors dancing on your tongue. Now you tell me, what more incentive is there than that to get you to pick up an electronic cigarette over the real thing? Flavors are important. Very important. My strawberry milk juice, as I call it, is what I actually quit on. Because I've got a very picky palate. And there's not a whole lot of flavors that I can stand to vape on all day. And for whatever reason, my strawberry milk that I make is something that I just absolutely fell in love with and had no problem with vaping all day long. So the sherbet stuff, I'm telling you right now, that's another one I could do forever. But to give you an idea, I've got a bottle here that's the green apple Jolly Ranchers. Tastes just like a green apple Jolly Rancher. Flavors are important. And they're wanting to take that away. And in some places, namely Michigan, they're making it illegal to even possess. If you're a vapor and you're even caught in possession of e-liquid, that's a crime now. Well, it will be October 2nd. A crime. This is ridiculous. And I'm going to urge individuals in these states affected, like Michigan, especially Michigan, please, I beg of you to listen to my words. I'm begging you. Get a tent. Get supplies. Assemble en masse with as many people as you can at your state house. And you do not leave until they either overturn this nonsense or until they pack their shit up and walk out the door. One of the two. Do not put up with this. Read the Declaration of Independence. Our founding fathers of our country started a revolution over much less. We do not have to take this. We do not have to accept this. We do not have to just lay down. Read the Declaration of Independence. Assemble and get at that state house. And let them know, not just no, but hell no. Believe me, Stockholm Syndrome will go away. You just have to push yourself to get at those steps of that building. Trust me on this. There is a hell of a lot more of us than there are of them. We need to remember that. So I'm going to play a video. I'm not going to have a super long monologue today, but I did want to play this video of one of the people, one of the businesses affected by this in Michigan. And you can hear the pain in his voice. It's gut-wrenching. It's heartbreaking. And I've watched this guy on YouTube for many years now, because he does review videos on juices and on devices and stuff like that. I've watched this guy for a long time. I didn't even know he was from Michigan. Not until now. But I want you to watch this. I want you to hear this man out. Now, the channel is Grim Green. Grim Green. And the video title is Michigan Governor Whitmer's Actions Shutting Down Namber Juice. He's got a company there, well, had a company there named Namber Juice.
Hey, what's up everybody? Grim Green back here today with some unfortunately really crummy news. So as we're all kind of aware, in Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, as a reaction to the illicit black market THC cartridges that have been causing lung injuries and deaths in the state, she has decided to unilaterally act and ban flavored vapor products. And unfortunately, after 7 years in business, Namber Juice has no choice but to shut its doors at this time. Namber Juice has been manufactured and distributed out of our Michigan headquarters since 2012, and sadly, our last day of business for the foreseeable future is Monday, September 30th, 2019. Governor Gretchen Whitmer's flavor ban goes into effect on October 2nd, 2019, and in addition to the flavor ban, she's also criminalized the possession and manufacture of flavored e-liquid in the state of Michigan, with no congressional oversight, scientific evidence, or seemingly common sense. Since it's actually no longer legal for us to possess our own product, we kind of have no choice but to liquidate at this time. Kind of the American dream, isn't it? To start a business in America. But unfortunately, due to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's actions, there's going to be a lot of jobs lost in the state of Michigan. There's an estimated 418,000 vapors in the state of Michigan who are now, because of Governor Gretchen Whitmer's actions, unable to get access to less harmful vapor products. But cigarette sales are still allowed in the state, so it's just a real defeating feeling. As one final thank you to all of our loyal customers, we're going to be offering a 50% off sale. That's going to run now through September 29th at midnight. You can use the code PROHIBITION at checkout. I would love to say that we'll be back at some point, but as it stands right now, we have to let all of our employees go and halt all of our operations for the foreseeable future. You know, I quit smoking in 2009 using a flavored vapor product. And it was a few years later that we started Namber Juice. And really, I just wanted to provide some high quality liquids to those switching from cigarettes to vaping. And I gotta tell you, I never thought I'd see the day where my business was shut down by a governor in the name of public health. All hope is not lost in Michigan, though. Representative Beau LaFave in the state has introduced legislation to hopefully stop this unilateral decision to completely ban flavored vapor products. And from what I've read today, there's already 2 lawsuits going on in the state as well to attempt to stop this. Obviously, I'm not ever going to be done fighting, and I would encourage all of you to never be done fighting as well. Adults do have the right to choose a less harmful alternative to traditional combustible tobacco cigarettes, which will still be for sale in the state of Michigan. And unfortunately, that's all I really have for today. So thank you guys absolutely for watching, and no matter what any politician tells you, keep on vaping.
Right on. Right on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We do not have to take it lying down. We do not. But we have to take it to their grounds to fight. We have to. We didn't fight the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq over here, did we? No. We went to their territory. No different with stuff like this. Gotta let them to know how many of us there are. And damn straight gotta let them know we're not going to put up with it anymore. Anyway, let me go ahead and run through the headlines, and we'll get those out of the way. State vaping, this is from last night. State vaping bans spur a backlash from anti-tobacco advocates. Yeah, you damn straight. Because people don't get cancer, lung cancer, from vaping. You get it from smoking combustible cigarettes. I mean, the amount of harm they're doing is unbelievable. Unbelievable. All for the mighty dollar. All for the mighty dollar. That's what this boils down to. The Master Settlement Agreement. That's what it boils down to. Google it. Master Settlement Agreement. And you'll see why there's a war on vaping. Trump administration slashes the U.S. refugee program for 2020. U.S. tops own recklessness by introducing new sanctions against Russia, says Moscow. Germany's Cologne shuts pharmacies after mystery deaths of mother and baby spark fears of poisoned drugs. Not okay. ADL adds OK hand symbol to online database of hate symbols. I kid you not. Now that is a registered hate symbol. I mean, but it's okay to die from cancer. In fact, it's highly recommended apparently by the government. Time to throw away the phone. DoorDash hackers stole data on nearly 5 million users. And I never can say the name of this airbase. Khmeimim 2.0 large-scale renovation at Russia's airbase in Syria protects jets and allows deployment of even more. The masks are off. Moscow says occupier U.S. openly sided with terrorists with new sanctions. Naked truth, woman strips to nothing in Walmart to prove she didn't steal. I mean, this stuff is ridiculous. What is going on in this country? It is ridiculous. A UK flagged oil tanker, Stena Impero, departs Iran's Bandar Abbas port. Rouhani slams, this is from this morning, the other one was too. Rouhani slams U.S.-Saudi conspiracy for accusing Iran of being behind Saudi Aramco attacks. Iranian President Rouhani says U.S. offered to lift all sanctions on Tehran in exchange for talks. Tests show bootleg marijuana vapes tainted with hydrogen cyanide, also vitamin E acetate. But they're actually starting to report some of the truth. We'll see what happens in the coming days. A defiant Erdogan says Turkey will continue to buy oil and natural gas from Iran despite sanctions, says a report. RT tours fortified caves in Syria where terrorists planned assaults and made drones and filmed fake chemical attack videos. North Korea urges Trump to make wise and bold decision to reboot negotiations. Costumes on screen only. U.S. theater chain bans dressing up for Joker screenings over fears of another shooting. Hell, they're trying to ban the entire movie, apparently. Survival Prepping for Normal People did a video about it today on his Patreon. And it's absolutely insane. What is going on in this country? Saudi Arabia opens up to foreign tourism to reduce economic reliance on oil. Poland says EU has averted an energy tragedy by limiting Russian gas supplies to Europe. Setting the example, income inequality in the U.S. is at an all-time high. Yeah, and here's the thing. There are so many people that are in support of that, right? You go talking about, minimum wage should be higher, and look at the people that lose their minds. Lose their minds. It makes no sense. Again, what the hell have they done in this country to get people so backwards? It makes no sense. But then the same people that lose their minds over somebody wanting to make an actual living wage will bitch and complain because that person has to have assistance of some kind to live, whether it be food assistance or whatnot to live. You gotta eat. Everybody has a right to eat. Everybody has a right to eat. Now, I would rather people be able to go to work and make enough money to be able to afford to eat than have to be on some type of government-sanctioned program. But it is what it is, and until you have a country with people with enough compassion that actually doesn't want their fellow countrymen and women to starve to death, we're not going to get any better. Not going to get any better. Did you see that one, Alaska? Russia's Pacific Fleet fires Onyx supersonic cruise missile from coast for first time. LNG investments hit record in 2019, and the biggest growth is coming from China. EU and Japan strike connectivity deal to link Asia to counter China's new Silk Road. U.S. economy at early stages of recession, a strategist tells RT's boom bust. I don't know if we're at early stages. I think we're pretty well in there. I could be wrong. I'm not an economist, but doctors and drugs for life, big pharma's profit on the transgender craze. Yeah, and I read that headline earlier, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense as to why they're all behind this. Again, I'm telling you, big pharma has a hold on this country like you would never believe. And it's unreal. And hell yeah, they would encourage immorality. They'll encourage anything. They'll encourage you to die from lung cancer over healthier alternatives for the dollar. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Let's see. Party's over. New fire safety rules ban Russians from smoking and barbecuing on their balconies. And that, you know what? This is why I wonder if Russia is complicit with the New World Order. Because I'm back and forth on that. I've been on the fence for years on that. And I kind of think so. I really kind of think so. I think the only countries that aren't are, and get a load of this, Syria, Iran, North Korea, and China. That ringing any bells yet? Sweden could drop ancient history from school curriculum in favor of gender roles and postmodernism. Think about that. Think about that. Anyway, that's going to do it for the monologue. Let me go ahead and get it closed up. For those here for the live show, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be live till 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. For those here for the monologue or those watching the recording later on, thank you very much as always. God bless you. We love you. And be one with your spirit.